you doing? This is Mike from GameZone. I'm here with Steve Wiebe, the King of Kong. How you doing today, Steve?
I'm doing excellent, thank you.
Awesome. So I guess tell us a little bit what's going on here at Gameworks.
Gameworks is hosting a Wreck-It Ralph competition, so in promotion of the Disney film Wreck-It Ralph, which comes out in November 2nd. And I put up a high score on the game Fix-it Felix Jr. And it's 44,400 is the score, and if anyone can beat that, they get some tickets for a screening of the movie.
Awesome. And how was your experience playing that game?
I struggled at the start, I have to admit. I got used to the controls. It took me about 5 games to do that, and then once I did that, my score went up pretty fast. So I feel pretty good with the game. If I were to have the game for a week, I'd probably have a pretty higher score.
Let's shift towards, I guess, competitive gaming as a general, because since you kind of, hopped in there, you kind of evolved over the years, ever since, like, you had to send in pictures and stuff, but you joined in, like, way after that. But how involved are you in, like, the competitive stuff, like, in the retro arcade genre?
Yeah, right now I haven't been playing. Donkey Kong is my main game that I play, but I'm kind of in a hiatus. But when I was playing a lot, I was submitting scores all the time on Donkey Kong Jr. So yeah, you can't just snapshot the screen. You have to videotape the entire process, and there was controversy if you've seen the movie The King of Kong. There was a whole rigmarole now that you have to go through to get it approved. So I was one of the main competitors on Donkey Kong. Now there's another few contenders on Donkey Kong. It's got a lot more popular since when I was starting to play it. But right now I'm just kind of working on teaching and music more than the video games. But yeah, I was really serious there, and I plan on going for the record again. Awesome. But right now I'm just kind of hanging out.
Who's currently holding it?
Hank Chen. He's a plastic surgeon, and there's going to be a Kong off where the top gamers on Donkey Kong are going to meet in Denver in November 16th, I believe. So it's going to be, everyone will be there. Billy Mitchell, Hank Chen. So there's going to be a big competition.
So, quite the rivalry in one place, huh?
Yeah. So there was one a little over a year ago so this will be Kong off 2. So I'll have to prepare for that. So I'm going to start playing here pretty soon to get ready.
So, I mean, you kind of, I guess, inspired a lot of people once, they saw King of Kong. I have a feeling like you inspired a lot of people to, like, go out and maybe even get their own arcade machines and set records. Was that, like, kind of inspiring to yourself as well, to, like, hear that many people, like, got into this thanks to you?
Yeah, when I first started playing, I wasn't aware that this was going to happen, of course, with all the documentary. But yeah, it's cool that people, even if it's not video games, are inspired to go after other things that they've been wanting to do. So I love hearing those stories.
And King of Kong, how when you guys were filming or when that documentary was happening, did you ever think it was going to explode as much as it did, like to reach as far as it did, or?
I didn't. The filmmakers probably thought they had a good story. Once I didn't have any idea what they've caught on film other than when I was on the film. But so it was a total surprise when I saw the final result. But I'm sure once they had Billy Mitchell and all the host of characters and all the footage they knew they had a good thing. But you never know if it's gonna catch on. But it kind of just spread slowly. There wasn't a lot of advertisement when it went to theaters. It was limited release, like 50 theaters, but people go and see it, they love it, and it doesn't matter if you love video games or not, just the story that people enjoy watching. And
so you were saying that you were surprised once you saw, like, I guess the other side of the whole Billy Mitchell thing, or just,
yeah, what happened behind the scenes. I had no idea, but I didn't even know it was going to be about me entirely. When they were filming, they were getting stories on several gamers, and the one that they saw as the most potential, I guess, was the Billy versus me stories.
So do you occasionally, like, send Billy, like, messages like, hey, come challenge me or whatever, like something like that? Or?
No, we see each other.
Keep in contact or something like that?
No, not out. When we're at an event, we'll say hello, but there's not a lot of communication.
Is there, like, tension or anything like that, or not really?
I don't feel tension. I don't know how he really feels inside. He may feel something, but we don't really go in any conversation except for shake hands and say hello. But I would talk more, but I'll let him dictate how much he wants to communicate with me.
So I guess what's it look like for your future right now? Because you said right now you're kind of on a hiatus, but you're looking to jump back into setting that record again.
Yeah. So Hank Chen's been playing a lot, so he's got the score up pretty high now. So yeah, my goal is to pretty soon get started to prepare for the Kong off that's coming up. So it takes a lot of time to get these world records, so I don't know if I'll be able to get the world record before the Kong off, but I'll start playing and see what happens. Yep.
All right. Well, he might not be the official King of Kong as of right now, but he is the King of Kong in my heart right now. So thank you so much.